Alright, yeah, I think it's picking up this time. I'm gonna record this one more time, but if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna need to listen to music, because I've listened to this... Not listened, sorry. I've been trying to record this quite a few times. God, I can barely hear anything. Fucking beast. Alright, well, yeah, this is gonna be different. I'm not gonna bother PKing or doing COD or doing anything like that. I'm gonna simply make maybe about a 10-minute video about E3 because this is what I've been wanting to make a video on this, and I didn't want to use this Friday's 2 videos to talk about it. I probably will still talk about it because I'm mad at E3. Once again, this year was terrible, and I'm one of those nerdy people that E3 is the one time of the year that we get to stay up like all night being nerds. Like, yeah, I stay up all night playing games and stuff. I mean, this is a legit reason to stay up. This is the reason I can go into college and be like, sir, I'm not going to work much today because I feel like shit because I was watching E3. And they look at you as if to say, yeah, mutual agreement, I know what you mean. E3, no one talks about it. It's one of those things, you know, they understand completely. It's basically a gamer's hangover. It's our excuse why we sort of act like we do, I guess. But with once again this year, the Kinect really just dominated, and it's really fucking annoying. I don't know about everyone else, but I know how a lot of my friends feel about this, but we don't want to get a stitch while gaming. Come on, I'm being serious now. You don't want to have to do all this. The reason we game is because we want to be able to do things like war. We want to be able to do things like running and playing football or whatever you're into without actually doing it. That's the whole point of a game, is to have fun and enjoy it. I can understand some people might want to take it to the next level and do stuff like that. Then go the fuck outside or join the goddamn army. For Christ's sake, don't ruin our fun. I don't understand it. I really don't. Like, take RuneScape, for instance. Imagine having to do voice controls or connect dancing to make it do stuff. This is what I love about the computer, and people say, oh, RuneScape's nerdy, it's for fucking failures, and, you know, it's for children. No, it's not. This is the one game that really can't be ruined by motion controls, voice controls. It's one of those things that when you're really sick of Xbox, PS3, Nintendo's, GameCube, Wii U, they should have called it the Wii, but I'll get onto that later. You know, the PC gaming, things like RuneScape, COD, and all that kind of stuff cannot be affected by anything, which I believe COD is going to fall into the whole motion tracking thing, considering that new game, I think it was a Battlefield game that's a motion tracking one. Yeah, it looked pretty legit, I'm not gonna lie. It looked badass. But once again, I don't want to have to play a game like that and get screwed over because the game doesn't want to do what I'm telling it to, you know? I don't understand. What are your guys' thoughts on all of this? Now, the PSP's, not the PSP, sorry, I think the Vita, yeah, the Vit, piece of shit. That's it. That's all it is. It is just a piece of shit. It's a little fucking handheld, amazing graphic piece of shit. I know it has good graphics. I know it's amazing or whatever. It's lazy gaming. Now I sound like a hypocrite because I'm saying we don't want to be fit but we want lazy. But it's not that. When you take away the movement in a game, this is what the problem with Kinect is, and all these games like the new Fable, you can't run in it. You can't run around. It's just basically static. No matter what, it's just the game walks for you and you shoot things. That's an arcade game. I don't want to play that shit at all. That's just boring. It's really just boring, and I thought we were moving away from all that, but apparently we're not. Like the Star Wars Kinect game, that looked so shit. It was like 2 movements, and I know it's because they're just leaping into it, but just don't announce it at E3 for Christ's sake, because not all gamers are interested in it. of course, the one thing that I literally, not even kidding, I screamed like a little girl and almost fell off my chair when the new trilogy for Halo was announced. Because I was reading the forums in college with a couple of people, and they were all like, oh my god, it says Halo 4. And I was just like, well, I heard someone took it over, but I don't believe it's actually going to come out. And they obviously announced the anniversary remaking Combat Evolved, and I am really excited about that. I don't like the fact that they buffered up the environment, but they redid the Mark V armor and it looked retarded. It just looked like really shiny. I didn't like the look of it. But when they brought out Halo 4 and I saw that trailer, they were like a new trilogy. I was just like, what? Are they announcing like prototypes full trilogy or something? Because the way the trailer started was like a heartbeat with something going through it, which was very prototype like. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, it must be just prototype. And then Cortana was like, John! And funny enough, that day I was talking to one of my friends in college saying about how people didn't believe me his name was John because the books say it's John. Like in the first book, yes, I did read some of the books. It says John. I was just like, yeah, Spartan 117 John. Yeah, that might just be Master Chief, you know, people. But people didn't believe me, especially in secondary school, and they're all like, "Oh, you're lying. His name's Chief, and he's a black robot." I'm like, okay then. He's a black robot called Chief. Let's go with that. But obviously, as soon as I heard that, me and my friend Big Johnny, his name's now Darth Campbell, we screamed so fucking loud, and I mean we were screaming like crazy, because obviously both nerds. And the fact they announced it as a trilogy is a bold move. They didn't even say it's just Halo 4. He actually said a new trilogy coming to Xbox. So that means they're doing a whole new story arc. I don't know how they're going to do it. Even though the trailer did look really Dead Space-like. He did some Isaac motherfucking Clarke moves during that trailer, man. He was like spinning and stuff. But where did that jetpack come from? That would have been really useful in Halo 3 personally. But that would explain what that thing on his back was. I hope they're not going for the Halo Reach look, which is kind of looks what they're doing it for. 342 or whatever is doing the game apparently, from what I could see. And I'm gonna actually look into what they've done before because I can't remember. I'm not amazing at remembering things like who makes what. I can obviously remember like Bungie and like sold the rights and stuff to someone. They never really announced who. I never really looked into it, but I am actually genuinely really excited for this. Like, no word of a lie, I'm really, really excited for Halo 4. Then it comes to the Sony conference, which was really, really shitty. I'm going to talk about the main ones first, and maybe another video next, just talking about the small ones. So I've got like 2 minutes left of this video, or 3. But the Sony conference was really, once again, he was saying how everything was unique. It's not, Sony, you're really fucking behind. It's not unique at all. Motion sensing isn't unique. Kinect, Wii Fit, whatever. They've all done it. There's nothing new about what Sony's doing. So I don't understand where he got that from. Then they've got the new handheld console, which really is just... We were saying that it was the bastard child of an iPhone and a Nintendo DS. Which it is. It is literally just the bastard child of those. If you don't understand what that means, it basically, if you put those two things together, that would be the horrific outcome, which is exactly what it is. It just looks like a piece of shit. Personally, I'm going to stick with I am going to get a 3DDS, because I am a DOA fan, and one of my friends showed me the DOA game when I was around his house, and I was, oh god, you would not seen me want a console. I literally was just like trying to hold my junk in, because it was really, really exciting. The graphics are amazing, the game is amazing. It's just typically, once again, Nintendo have outdone themselves. Completely amazing. This Wii U, though, not too hot on that. I like the concept of the, like, screen. Was that guy's name Hanso? Yeah, I think it was, but oh well. I'm back on topic. I like the idea of a TV and the controller, so you can go away and play games still. But putting it on the floor, that was really fucking loud. Let's try that again. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that out. That hurt. Or lower it. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Ow, my fucking ears. Yeah, but as I was saying, I don't like the fact you have to put it on the floor to use it. I think that's a bit stupid, personally. That's going to cause a lot of problems, especially me. I have a cat that sits on fucking everything. Literally everything. I could put a goddamn baby on the floor and the cat would sit on it, for Christ's sake. If I put that really sensitive LED screen on the ground, he's going to sit on it and ruin it in seconds. Not just that, if you fucked up a swing and kicked it, you could break it. It's going to cost so much to replace those things because they're really expensive screens. I don't understand where this was thought of a good idea. And so I was just like, I've got an idea. Let's make really expensive screens so that they can put it on the floor. Actually, it is a good idea for their part because they'll make fuck tons of money from the twats that give it to their kids and they break them. But you know. Alright, I'm going to end this commentary here and I'm going to see how this one turned out. But next I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the Sony conference and a bit about the EA and Ubisoft ones. And I'd call it Ubisoft, not Ubisoft, or whatever people want to call it. Yeah, that's just my preference. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and please, leave your comments on what you thought of the Microsoft and Sony conferences, because I genuinely, once again, was really disappointed. Yep, thank you for watching this, and I really hope to hear your opinions.